Hi there, and welcome to Storytime with Kay. Today we will read Bob the Builder, Cats and Dogs by Lauren Forte. This book was published by HIT Entertainment in 2017. Don't worry, Pilchard, Bob said as he walked into the vet's office. Vet Tilly is only giving you a checkup today. Pilchard whined and meowed from inside her carrier. Shh, it's okay. I'll take you out, Bob cooed as he opened the gate. Just then, a very excited dog came bounding out from the exam room dragging a leash. Cooper, no! Shouted Tilly from inside. But the dog couldn't wait to see who was in the waiting room. Barking loudly, Cooper ran into the reception area. Bob tried to stop him, but it was too late. Pilchard leapt from her open carrier and jumped onto Bob's head. Tilly ran out and picked up Cooper's leash. Just a guess, said Bob with a smile, but I think Cooper likes to chase cats. He certainly does, Tilly said and then frowned. I'm watching Cooper all day, but Mayor Madison is bringing her cat in this evening to be groomed for a special photo. Cooper will chase her, too. What am I going to do? Maybe you should have a reception area that keeps cats and dogs separate, Bob suggested. Could you build that for me today, Bob? Tilly asked. Oh, that would be great. Thank you so much. Bob gulped. Okay, he replied. Bob quickly gathered the crew. Okay, team, we're going to turn the vet's reception area into 2 rooms with 2 different entrances. 1 room for the dogs to wait in, and 1 room for the cats, Wendy continued. Plus, we have to complete this by this afternoon, Bob announced. We have to get the job done today? Lofty asked. It's a simple enough job, so let's get to work, Bob called with a cheer. As the team was about to get started, Tilly led Cooper to an outside kennel and put him inside. Can you also keep an eye on Cooper? I'm about to go on my rounds and he can't come with me today. I've got a lot of cats to see. No problem, everyone agreed. Bob picked up an angle grinder from the workbench, but then stopped to look at the animals. These tools make loud noises. I don't want us to scare Pilchard and Cooper. I can take care of it, said Leo. I'm really good with animals. Leo headed inside with Pilchard, where it was quieter. I'll be back out in a moment for Cooper, he called. Thanks, Leo, said Bob. Then he turned to the rest of the group and asked, Can we build it? Wendy, Muck, and Lofty all shouted, Yes, we can! Wendy got to work building the frame for the new wall that would divide the current waiting room into 2 separate areas. After Bob and Wendy had installed the wall, Bob painted it green. When Bob came back outside, Wendy called out, Muck is ready to get started digging out the path that will lead up to the next door. But Leo is supposed to be taking care of Cooper before we start any noisy work. Bob saw that Cooper was still in his kennel. I wonder where Leo is, Bob said. I'll take Cooper inside to Leo, Wendy told Bob. Then I'll come back to help. But Leo had his hands full with Pilchard, who had gotten out of her carrier and was running all over the room. Here, Pilchard, Leo called. Pilchard, please, Bob needs my help. But Pilchard was having too much fun. She thought they were playing a game. She leaped onto a high shelf and knocked over some plastic containers. They opened up, spilling shampoo all over the floor. Suddenly, the door opened and Wendy walked in with Cooper. Cooper saw all the fun Pilchard was having and wanted to join in. He broke loose from Wendy and chased Pilchard. Pilchard leapt under Leo's legs. Leo lost his balance and slipped in the shampoo. He crashed into Wendy, and they both fell in a heap on the floor, as Cooper and Pilchard ran out the room. Pilchard and Cooper continued their game outside. "Can someone please separate this dog and cat?" Muck called as Pilchard climbed all over him, and Cooper ran around him. "I have a path to lay." Wendy and Leo raced back outdoors. Turns out I'm not that good with animals," Leo said. "I've noticed," Bob said with a chuckle. "Wait, I've got it," yelled Leo, picking up a ball from the ground. Immediately, Cooper ran over and sat at Leo's feet, wagging his tail. "Maybe you are good with animals after all," said Leo. "I knew it," Leo said as he took Cooper's leash and walked him back inside. After that, it was easy for Leo to lure Pilchard back into her carrier. Now the team could finish the job. Cooper sat in his cage and happily watched Leo as he cleaned up the big mess that was on the floor. Leo put everything that had fallen back in its proper place on the shelves, and then he began to mop up all the shampoo. "Animals are hard work," he said. With the animals out of the way, the work outside was moving along nicely. Bob placed the new door frame into the outside wall, and Wendy put up the new dog and cat signs. Lofty lowered new paving slabs onto the dirt for the path, and Leo guided them into position. Tilly returned just as they finished. She took her first look at her new entrance. "Wow, Bob, thank you," she cried. "The new entrance is perfect." Just then, Mayor Madison arrived carrying her cat. "Hello! I have Lady Tibbles here to see the vet," the mayor announced. Tilly smiled at Bob and his team. "Perfect timing, Mayor Madison." The end. Thank you for reading along. Be sure to rate and follow us for new episodes posted daily.